Mic check.
Yep. Looks like I'm not sure if we're connected yet. I'll let you know. I think that's it. Yep. We are live.
Oh,
We are live, but this is on a new one. It's not on the scheduled one. I need to figure out still how to work this out. Um,
better
so
chat you better chat GPT that, bro.
I did, and I don't know. With Zoom, it's complicated. It's like
Yeah.
I have a scheduled YouTube live, but the Zoom doesn't let me pick the scheduled one. I have to start a fresh one. So I'm going to right now just delete the old one, update the thumbnail of this one because it probably has none. So bear with me. Anthony, say hello and what we'll be going over today, I guess.
Yeah, well, today I was very excited. I thought today would be a no news day and we could flex our no news day muscles. But apparently there was some news with Hovr dropping the 75,000 bucks, I think it was, to sponsor the Downview Aerospace Innovation and Research convention, I guess. So that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah, very cool. Interesting. That's actually a lot to talk about. That
Yeah.
they spent $75,000 on that. I mean, what
Yeah.
are your thoughts? What are your initial thoughts?
I think if they did it, it was a smart move, you know? Uh, I think, like why would somebody do something like that? Because they want to, look at like Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola, they sponsor, high school games and these type of things, and then people see their stuff. But this is a little more intimate because it's aerospace on aerospace. It's like it'd be closer like promoting your Budweiser at a bar. That's what it would be more like, you see, because it's a parallel product.
I mean, you think they're gonna get some investment money out of this? Or, I mean, I guess that's probably ultimately the goal of any any
There,
appearance they do, right? So, I mean,
yeah.
is the ROI there, you think, gonna be worth it? It's quite a hefty amount of money. Um, and
I
honestly,
wouldn't
the
say
thing that
hefty.
blows me off the most is like 75,000 for like what? What does the conference need? Is it going to some donation or some company or something? Like the conference, that's only one sponsor. I can't even imagine how much money they're making from all the other sponsors. Like,
Yeah.
is this seriously like where is the money going? I don't get it. Because whatever, I don't know the conference, it hasn't even happened yet, but I mean, is Jeff Bezos going to be there? Like, why is it so expensive? Are they giving out like $25 water bottles? Like, what's going on? Um, yeah,
Maybe they're doing it to chin chin with the aerospace aristocrats with the who will be attending the Downview Aerospace Innovation and Research Conference convention. Any promotion is good promotion.
yeah, could be. That's true.
How much you think it
Let's
costs
see
to
what
make a
comes out of it.
commercial? How much you think it costs to make a commercial for the television?
Good question. I actually don't know, but I know that it's definitely overpriced and you can't even measure the ROI. It's not a great marketing spend, in my opinion. Um, yeah, these are one of those things, I guess commercial is a good example. It's a lot of money, 75K. What are they going to
Not as
get?
much as a commercial
I,
though.
I don't know. You can't exactly measure the ROI, but if let's say one person does see it and comes to Brandon and says, I want to invest $10 million or whatever, well, there you go. That's a direct ROI.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't know what else could come out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
partnership,
had I had
but
zero I
I don't
had
know.
zero emotional reaction to it beyond thinking that's cool. Like 75K is like, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You got to pay to play. You know what I'm saying? It's like any promotion's good promotion, you know? So it's
Yeah,
like we could sit here and go super complicated about it, but it's just good. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Because it's like anyway, on this commercials thing, it's like we're not doing Saturday morning cartoons no more. Like nobody, you know what I mean? Like what are we, nobody's like, watching the commercial. You know what I mean? So it doesn't even matter. Like you got to promote stuff. You got to promote like
it
this.
Well, it matters to who it's being seen.
Exactly.
Like the commercials, online YouTube and stuff are very great because it's targeted, right? Ever since social media, they have targeted ads. Before that, it wasn't that targeted. Doing a TV ad, it was a bit targeted, right? If you're advertising on MTV,
Yeah.
you're not advertising to children versus Disney or Nickelodeon or whatever. So there
Yeah.
is some sort of target, but it's and I guess they know their target market, their audience is there at this conference. I don't know honestly a
Yeah.
thing about this conference. Do you know anything? Maybe we should on the live stream we can pop open their website and learn a little about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at it with three fundamental basic points. A, it takes money to make money. Right? Takes money to make money. They're dropping 75K to be all up in this air. It's not like it's a baseball game or something. It's an aerospace thing. Plus they're getting two for one. They got to go to the mining minerals and magnets thing for free probably. They were probably invited to that. They didn't announce we had to pay to go to that. So they're getting a two for one deal. You know what I'm saying? We're getting
Hmm.
two for one deal. We were just promoted with the Waz for free probably. Please come and speak, Mr. Robinson. And then we got this one. So theoretically, we're getting two for 75 in the last week, 2 weeks, I guess.
Do we know that that is the case? They didn't pay to go to present there?
They didn't announce they had to pay to do it, and they announced they had to pay to do this. So I imagine being, transparent as they are, they probably, but doesn't matter to me. Anyway, I said three things. The first thing was it takes money to make money. Second thing, Mr. Robinson said we only do what makes sense. He's a very analytical thinker. He runs that place very analytically. So if he thought this was a good idea, it's a good idea. And then I guess the third thing would be, um,
Well,
actually, that's
we
about it. Just those two things.
uh, we can have our opinion on also what's a good idea and what's not. I mean, if he thinks it's a good idea, that's fine. Um, I think, I mean, they probably could have been there. I don't know. Could they have been there without paying that, right? What's the big difference? They're going to be a sponsor. Maybe they have a booth, I guess. They're going to showcase the aircraft, probably to showcase the aircraft, actually.
Well, how
Um,
about this? How about this? Let's just dovetail it right into what I was gonna say. Because this was gonna be our big this is gonna be our big episode of talking about no news and seeing how we could extrapolate from known things and find what's in the cracks with a slightly different viewpoint. So anyway, I was looking at Lilium today, and it said Lilium failed primarily due to a combination of over ambitious technology, insufficient funding, and management problems, right?
hmm.
So, cool. Over ambitious tech. Hover doesn't have over ambitious tech. Hover has very simple tech that is powerful, very simple, powerful technology. Insufficient funding. Hover has enough money for the runway to the end of the year. Hover has enough
Let
money
me
to
let me
blow.
pause you there. They do have great tech, but the fan and wing is new, and that is ambitious. That is unconventional. It adds a lot of weight on the wings, um, which weight is a big important factor, as we just learned. Amphibious is no longer in the plan, and that is because of weight. That just adds a big complexity to everything.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the overall plan is simple, but sure, there's subtle complexities to it. Obviously, there's like stuff he can't even talk about, like how it actually works. Like he can't spill the secret sauce on the table. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, how does it actually work? What's the secret sauce? I mean, don't we know it? It's the fan and wings, the way it's placed, it's aerodynamic to actually have a transition flight that's nice and good because it's wings. And then the way it's placed, right? Like it's forward swept. You have the two, what is it called? Canards in the front. Um, all that is like exactly aligned so it lifts up well, right?
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. What is the secret sauce really?
Well, he's explained how the fan and wing design works on some investing podcasts before, but he didn't get into the like full specifics of it, I guess, because it's patented some of it, so you can't tell everybody exactly what's in the, Kentucky Fried Chicken secret powder. You know what I'm saying? The flour mix, that thing. That stuff's addictive, though. By the way, that KFC, the white pepper. But you
Um,
can't, anyway. But check this out. Just to tie that in, um, if anybody's like, "Oh, they don't have enough money," yeah, they got enough money to drop 75K on this thing. Like anybody that's like, because if you were broke, if you were broke, if you were broke, if you're worried about money, would you be dropping 75K on a sponsorship? No, you'd be cutting coupons.
yeah, I thought they are like running lean. To me, this does not seem running lean. But hey, what do we know, honestly? We don't really know. I actually want to discover what this conference is about. Can you tell me again the name? And I'm gonna Google
Yeah,
it.
100%,
Maybe we'll
100%.
discover some more. Also,
Yeah,
we have here 10 people watching now. Wow, this is growing nice. Um,
Downview.
no one yet has said anything. So chat with us, say hello. Oh, and I forgot. I gotta pop open the Discord. Oh my gosh. Let's go on Discord live. So if anyone wants to chat live on the Discord, you can say hello to us. And also, oh, 12 people watching now. Also, smash the like button so this gets out to more people. And is anyone new here? I wonder if this just is reaching new people, or is this our usual fan base? If this is our usual fan base, who is here? Say hello. What's up? Okay. What's the name of the
Okay,
of the
four
conference
words.
real quick?
Four words. Ready? Downview, DOWN view, one word, downview, aerospace, innovation, and research. Downview, aerospace, innovation, and research. They will be the platinum sponsor.
Dare. There we go. All right.
Takes
Let's
money to make money. If you broke, you ain't sponsoring aerospace conventions. They're doing real good. If anything, Brandon Robinson, HOVR, they're giving back to the community.
You can see my screen, by the way.
It looks great.
All right. So let's check this out. Give me one sec. All right. So what do you know about them already?
Nothing, but it said something about
Nothing.
Bombardier on there, probably all kinds of known players.
Okay. All right. First of all, Nat Nats, hey, welcome back. Nat Nats is always on our lives now. What's up, bro? Hi guys, he says. Oh, my bad. It's a girl, Natalie here. In KCMO. Where is that?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, I don't know my acronyms of these.
It's all good. I got them all
Cool.
memorized.
Hey Natalie, I didn't know I can't see the image. I did not know it was a girl. My bad for assuming. What's up? Thanks for joining back. Smoke that ace. Hello Matan and Anthony. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. I'm actually pretty thrilled for this one. This was scheduled, not impromptu. So I came a little bit ready. Actually I have one big thing I want to share. I don't know if it's necessarily a big thing, but we'll get into that a bit later. How are you doing, Anthony?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. Straight to the point. So, Tom Giro says, and hey, Tom, welcome back. Hey, guys, awesome conversation. Just enjoy listening. Tom from Israel. That's my buddy, friend Tom, actually from Israel. Nat says, yep. Sorry about that. Um, all right, so let's check out this Dare convention. Um, we're talking about Hover on the stream, but maybe we'll pivot. I don't mind talking about some other things if we pivot. So you guys can, in the live always help pivot us. So let us know if there's anything you want us to go over specifically. But right now, I think relevant current news is $75,000 spent on a sponsorship for this upcoming convention. What do we know about this right now? I didn't read this yet. Did you read any of this? I know it's been on screen here for a minute.
We got Premier Partners, Bombardier. There we go. I want to see a selfie
Oh,
with Brandon Robinson and the Bombardier executives.
and Siemens. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, here are all their members. Some schools, universities. Oh, University of Toronto, that's pretty close. And is Queens, is that in Canada? McMaster, I think that's also in Canada. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
Oh, de Havilland Aircraft of Canada Limited. Oh, de Havilland.
that's what
Oh,
I'm saying, bro. Takes
all their
money to make money.
partners, all their potential partners are here. Okay.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, bro.
Okay. All right, guys, we are learning. I didn't know this stuff.
Yeah, takes money to make money. If they was worried about their runway with money, would they be blowing 75? No, man, they got it. We good.
And I don't even know this one, Saffron. I've never heard. But they are also in the air. What is this? They're doing contribute safer and more sustainable aviation. Okay, safety, sustainability. That's what we need.
We need
Looks
a
like
drone
they're
deal. They probably
okay.
do drones.
Propulsions, aircraft interiors. Look at this one. This looks pretty cool. What is
Yeah,
this?
let's sign
I
a
wonder
deal,
what that
baby.
aircraft is. This looks like an eVTOL, or I don't know if that's a helicopter.
It looks
Okay.
beautiful.
Oh, I love these TVs on did you see Andrea's I've been following Andrea on LinkedIn. He posts some really cool stuff. He made a
Oh,
design for Air France, like he basically he redesigned their interior for Air France aircrafts, planes,
wow.
right? Um to think of it, it's kind of crazy. These companies lease from Boeing and Airbus, and then they have to like, I guess it's like a house, and then they redesign your aircraft, your house. All right, here, look at that. We have Horizon Aircraft right here, but why are they not up top? Oh, I guess it's alphabetical. Okay. This isn't like
Hierarchy.
yeah, yeah. Tom says regulation seems much better up in Canada. Yes, it is. We've spoken about that actually with Brandon. He explains how it's much easier in Canada than the FAA, and also they have ties. They have they have pretty direct ties with the not the regulatory body, but like I don't know some what is it
George
called? I
Maris.
forgot. Yes, George
George
John
John
Maris,
Maris. Yeah.
but his tie is that he is part of 3C, which is Canada Cert. I forgot something
Yeah.
Center Canada Cert,
Yeah.
but they're not who certifies. The TCCA certifies. So I'm not too sure how the 3C. They kind of are like an advisor, I believe, like testing and making sure everything is well, I guess, before they go to the I explained it in in one of my older videos, and honestly I kind of forgot right now. But nonetheless, Horizon is here, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Amongst some other companies, I don't know any of these, to be honest. Do you know any of these? But they all sound pretty cool.
Bombardier's on there. Davlin. We
No,
good.
no, these are all the sponsors right here.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming it doesn't say, it says Innovation Network includes
Yeah,
members.
I'm not an airplane guy. First time I heard of MT Propeller was when they hooked up with Horizon. These guys, I don't know any of them.
True. Well, I don't know any of these either, honestly.
It looks
And
great.
but yeah, let's see what comes out of it. It looks like they have quite some competition and sponsorships. I wonder if all of these have like some sort of table. Honestly, that's what makes it fun though, I guess too, right? They're all
Yeah.
That's a conference, right? You don't want just a few, you want a bunch. People are gonna walk around, see all the different ones, and then compare. They can also compare, let's say that this is cool. It actually links to all these companies. If I go to Horizon Aircraft here, we go to their website. So we can actually check out who's going to be there right now. Okay, there's actually a lot we can dive into just on this conference. Let's see like who's their quote unquote competition. Like if you think about it, whoever's going there, all these companies, think about them as individual investors, right? They're just people who are there, right? Humans. And they're going to be walking around seeing all these different things. And they're going to be selecting, like, probably, oh, this is interesting. Let me spend time here. Let me actually put my money here. Whether they're planning to invest or not, I don't know what this conference is about, but just more eyeballs, possible investment, is good news. So
Yeah,
let's kind
man.
of look at their competition, who are getting the other eyeballs, because then we can assess maybe that the aircraft might be the spotlight of the convention, right? This looks like something you can probably only show. I don't know. They're gonna have some drones, I guess. There. Okay. Not as cool as this big aircraft. Tell me if any name catches your eye. If anyone down there, any name catches your eye, because this is too much. I'm not gonna go on every website here. Um, which name catches your eye that could be something cool? Like Coordinate Industries is probably going to be a boring thing. Like all these might be pretty boring. Trinity Aerospace, that could be an aircraft. So I wonder if any of these are going to have an actual, what if he's the only aircraft, what I'm trying to say, people aren't getting, is like Horizon Aircraft will be like the spectacle of this uh of this convention. Let me give you a story that I remember hearing once. Yeah, this was really cool. So there was like this toy company that was going to a convention. And how do you make toys super cool at a convention? You're just going to display a bunch of toys on I don't know, some stand or whatever, right? Doing who knows what. Um, so what do? They got like a giant vending machine looking thing, right? And and um and I'll get to the comments in a second. They got like a giant vending machine thing, and basically you just have to like pay $1 to the vending machine and like hold like crank this like thing to start the vending machine, right? And it was a mystery thing. You would spend $1 and you would have no idea what you get. And they just got a bunch of shit at Amazon, like just a bunch of random goodies, like I don't know what, I can't think of something. Like just a bunch of random toys. Or I guess their toys. What am I saying? I don't know exactly. I forgot the full story. Long story short, you would put $1 and you get a random thing, and that drew all the crowd. Not only it had a big line because everyone wanted to put $1 and you get something that was worth probably like $10, $20, first of all, so it's a good deal. But for the company, it got some eyeballs. It got so many eyeballs because not only people are lining up to spend money on the vending machine, everyone who's spending money, they're just lined up waiting to also look at what other people are getting, because it's a mystery. You have no idea who the next person are, and you feel like, oh, I could have got that if I just waited after or whatever. It said like, yeah, you go ahead, or I don't know. Like people, they were the showstopper. Like everyone in the whole convention was just focused on them. And my point with that is, not that Horizon Aircraft is going to do something incredible like that, but if there's any sort of like, all these seem pretty boring right now. I haven't seen anything cool like Horizon. We might get a lot of eyeballs, and that might be really cool. Just something to think about. Let me get to the comments here real quick. Hovr, DPP says Hovr is platinum sponsor to Dare. Platinum sponsors. There are different tiers sponsorships, gold, platinum. So we are the top of the top, and we might be, you know, the creme de la creme of this potentially. What is this company? This is really cool. I don't know what I'm seeing here. This looks like a rocket lab kind of thing. Advanced life on Earth from space. Responsive, resilient, scalable space missions from anywhere on Earth to anywhere in space. Experience launch. Oh, wow. They're really launching rockets. Wait, is this fake? This is fake. Okay, this is like a Rocket Lab competitor, but like a way early startup. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know how aerospace and rockets make money. I know SpaceX is worth a lot, so there's
I
definitely
was
some
gonna
money in
tell you
there.
I was gonna tell you about that the other day when you mentioned that. I forgot to tell you. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of them do like medicines and stuff up in space because they need zero gravity to like make certain products. You were tracking with that, or is that news to you?
No,
He-
I don't know.
he-
I to make
yeah,
medicine outer space.
hence the name Rocket Lab, because they go into outer space for their laboratory.
Oh, I did not know that. That makes
Yeah,
more sense. I did know about that there is certain things that are better done out of space. For example, fiber optic cables, I think. I think those were
yeah,
invented outer space.
yeah, Roger
Um,
that.
um, Definitely medical stuff, like any surgery or something, would be so much easier with no gravity, from my understanding. If I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
That's like
But
some you ever see that movie
there's
Elysium?
what's that?
You
No,
ever
at
see
least
that movie
no.
Elysium?
Oh, I've heard of it, but
They
no,
like they
I
like
don't know.
put their bodies in this machine and it like cures them of whatever they got. But yeah, that is very feasible that doing surgeries in outer space would be better. You probably have less dead people from surgeries.
Yeah, I mean that's just one example of so many, right? I
Yeah.
can't even think, right? Like I gave you fiber optics. That's like a completely random thing. I don't know what else. Like all
Yeah.
sorts of things, even in agriculture, probably and stuff.
But back to
So yeah,
tying
there is a use case for that.
yeah.
For all, I mean, I'm sure even just for one little thing, one industry, it could make a lot of money. Like if you just send rockets, do it outer space, and bring it back. I'm not sure what. But
Yeah,
that's
I
the thing.
think
That's why I really can't imagine the TAM and how big and how what could even be done. And that's why I don't even just understand it to touch it really. But that is interesting. I did not know that about Rocket Lab, and I have to actually look further into it and do more due diligence.
yeah. They do
We
other
got
stuff
14
obviously.
we got 14 people on here now. I want to discover this a little more, but let's read some comments and then maybe get back to this. Um, Let me see what I missed. Uh, Smoke That Ace says, "Are you guys happy with the amount of shares you have for Hover, or will you continue to add?" I'll let you go first. What do you think? What are you feeling with your shares?
I'm feeling very happy with my current share count. Of course, I had nightmares a few months back when I was thinking about how I should have bought more when it was 50 cents and all these kind of things. But I believe the tombstone of every deceased trader says I should have bought more. So I think that's a bridge that everyone crosses in their trading situation. It's like, I should have, it's like anything else. Like I picked the Cincinnati Bengals. I should have picked the Steelers. Oops, or I should have I knew it was going to happen. Instead of putting 10, I should have put 100, but everybody makes their best decisions at the time that they do. But I do have two little swing trade things that have a nice short percentage that could squeeze at any moment. If that happens, then I would probably buy 10, 15,000 more Hover. If it doesn't, I'll just keep holding.
Mm.
I'm happy either way. But I think it's a good time to get in, because
Yeah, we just got a little dip. I
yeah,
actually bought some shares today. Am I happy with the amount I have? I can't say I'm not. It's a pretty decent amount, and I made a pretty good amount already. My average went up a lot today with the shares I bought because it's just crazy now. But I'm up to 94, 95-ish cents right now.
yeah,
Um, so I mean, I'm definitely well, I don't think we're going sub $1 again. So I'm like definitely happy with where I'm at. But I
yeah,
definitely could have got more shares. Um, and I have the cash for it too. I just I don't know. I I I don't know what I was waiting for. I knew around the 150 prices were good, and I I was still buying though. I'm buying $20 every day. So it's just auto buying $20 a day. So I was buying at all those lower prices. But I really just wanted to do a big lump sum like Anthony did. But that's fine because honestly, I'm happy with what I have now. I'm gonna ride it. I'm keeping my $20 a day, and I'm finding some other opportunities. I mean, you guys already know probably some of them on the channel, and I actually have a new one I haven't spoken about yet. Let's see. I'm still doing due diligence. We'll talk about it maybe another time. But this is not about those. This is about Hover today. So let's continue. Natalie says, I'm continuing to add. Nice. Smoke, I only have 1,600 shares right now, working up to 10,000. Awesome, Natalie. Good for you. Keep 10,000 would be awesome. All right. Z Stacker. Welcome back, by the way, Z Stacker. He's always on. And he's always commenting on my channel too. Also, a lot of people are here in general. Thanks for jumping on and watching us this late at night as well. Z Stacker says that's not what they do. What is he talking about there? I'm confused. That's not
Rocket Lab. He's probably talking about Rocket
Rocket.
Lab.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know a
Oh,
lot.
and then
I
he
don't know a
says,
lot. I don't know a lot. I could
okay.
be completely wrong.
He says they provide a vehicle for companies to launch satellites in space. That's what I thought, actually. That's
Okay.
what I thought they do. And SpaceX does the same thing. And like I said, I never want to
Maybe
crap
a
against
tiny bit.
Elon.
Maybe there's a
No,
tiny bit of their
no,
company that does that.
that's what I thought they do. The only
Yeah.
difference
I
is
thought it was a tiny bit.
SpaceX does it with big rockets launching big payloads, whereas Rocket Lab is going after like the medium, smaller size payloads. So they're going after like a certain market, and I just don't get it. I guess it's cheaper. I honestly never understand that. I thought the bigger payload, it's like, I don't know, it's like
Mhm.
why it's like delivering in a semi truck versus like paying for like 10 cars or something. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Uh, but whatever.
Thank
Let's see.
you.
Mac M, ton of progress in these streams, videos, man. Best voice we have. Keep it up. Thank you. I feel like right as he said that, I was stuttering, reading slowly. I'm like, wow, best voice we have. What a voice. Oh man. Um,
Can I say
well,
something really quick?
Anthony's more smooth, so good thing we have him on with his crazy analogies and stuff.
Can I
Yeah.
say something really quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think when we're dealing with these publicly traded companies, there's certain things that they're going to release or say that are just obvious. It's like we made a deal, this much money, obvious. There's very obvious things that they can do, but I think there's some things that are a little bit more read between the lines things. Just to tie back to this whole convention thing, I think like I don't know, like I think that's good. Like I think it's good that they're doing that. It's like you know what I mean? Like they're gonna be a multi-billion dollar company. It's like they should be chinning with the Bombardiers and the Davlins and all these other guys, 75K. It's like cool. You know what I mean? And my point is there's the subliminalness of it. Like what does this message say? It says we're not worried about 75 grand. We got it. We got the runway. You know what I mean? So that's my take from it. Like when I hear a piece of information, I'm looking for the fundamental because we're not always going to get all the data from the publicly traded companies on every single little thing. So it's kind of like, what basic thing does this communicate? So that's the basic thing it communicates to me. They're giving back to the community, takes money to make money. Any promotion's good promotion, and they ain't worried about money. I like it.
Awesome. There's a lot to go around. I actually want to pop open the website too and show the different companies again and see who they're mingling with there. Pretty cool. We have 15 people on. I will say, I don't know how the Hustle Brothers do it when there's quite a lot of people. I mean, it's not even that many chats to read, but damn, I gotta keep up. Also, quick note and mention,
They
to
probably they
anyone
probably
on.
skip a good amount of them. Some of them are probably death threats or something like that. You know what I mean?
No, no,
Or like,
they're all listening and
oh, of
chatting
course.
for real.
I'm
But
joking. I'm joking. Yeah.
also, if anyone wants to join the Discord right now, you can just chat with us, say hello. Just a
Speaking
quick
of
reminder.
Speaking of Hustle Brothers, they're interviewing Brandon on Friday. Excitement.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. They have some questions on the Reddit. I wonder what they're gonna ask them actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. That's exciting actually.
You you
Definitely
and
gonna tune
their
in.
you and their interviews, it's so nice because like they obviously watch yours, you obviously watch theirs, and it's cool because you guys can get each other thinking and the dimensions
As
of the
follow-up
questions.
questions. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, I get
That's true.
dimensions because hindsight's 2020. Like I
Yeah,
listen to
like
you know what I mean? Like I listen to their stuff, I listen to your stuff, it marinates, you know what I'm saying? And then you learn another piece of information and it marinates further and you're like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. The subtleness
Mhm.
of it at the time, but then it's a little bit profounder later. So I
It's
love it.
it's very different being in the very moment. Like even right now, people don't realize. I feel like my brain is trying to read the questions and trying to keep up. And in the moment, I'm like trying to figure out my next question while listening to him and looking at all my possible questions because I don't have an order. I just bounce around, and my questions are also kind of like
You got to juggle,
I don't
bro.
have the written question as you see. They're like on the spot. They're just like that. So, it's very so my point is, I watch back the videos and then I'm like, oh man, there's so much I could have followed up and asked, and um, but it's cool now they can follow up and check and I don't know whatever
Yeah.
they want to ask. I'm sure when they watch, when everyone watches, I'm sure they probably have some questions in mind. All right, the comments are getting a little stacked up here, so let me get to them. Um, we were at C Stacker talking about Rocket Lab, provide a vehicle for companies to launch, and Mac M says, "Oh, likes our the videos and the progress. Thank you, Mac M. Welcome back, also." Z Stacker says, "I have about 18K. Nice. I want at least 50K shares." um, Damn it. In hindsight, I could easily say the same. I would love that too. And honestly, you could probably still get to the 50K, but it's just going to be more expensive now. And honestly, the big thing is I feel like, oh, I'm waiting for a little dip, but we kind of had a dip and then it keeps ripping and we're missing it out. All right. Smoke says, not that's good. Smoke says, Matan, you got me very interested in Aduro Clean Technologies. Awesome. Awesome, my guy. What is your average buy price on that? Mine is like $6.70, which is really nice. We're sitting at like 13.40, I think, last I saw.
He said you
Um,
got him interested in it. He didn't say he bought any yet. His average price could be zero.
yeah. Hey, zero would be incredible, but you mean
That's
his
pretty
average,
good.
you mean he has no shares, no average.
He's got
Yeah.
that Roman numerals amount. The zero. No, zero doesn't exist.
I was watching today, speaking of zero, this made me think of that conversation we had. I was watching today the Aleph Aeronautics CEO speak in uh in this conference thing. It wasn't even a conference. It was like this guy. he he looks, oh my God. Let's share screen. He is cool, first of all. I was surprised with his let's share this. I can't even. Oh, we'll continue the comments. We're
Was
sidetracked
this the
here a
dude
bit.
that you was this the CEO that you said seemed really shady?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
I never looked at him. I
Um,
never looked at him. I'll give you my genuine opinion about this person's indicators, their physiological indicators.
Doc, uh, what's his name? Here, let's check out. Okay, there we go. Jim Duchovny. This is
Oh,
CEO.
this cat.
You've seen him?
Yeah, he's that guy that has that flying car that's like really hollow and it's like really trippy. And I wonder, if he has private investors, I wonder what they're smoking.
I wonder everything with him, bro.
Oh,
I reached out to him on LinkedIn. I don't know if he'll ever respond, but if he does, I would love to have him on. I have a trillion questions. This is just incredible. So at first, very first initial reaction, I saw the car. I'm like, this car looks just incredible. Like it's beautiful, but it's not gonna work. Like my first reaction is like, all right, this is just a prototype. Second reaction, I saw, oh my God, it really flies. Like I've shown the video of it flying. I'm not going to replay it now, but this thing really flies. Look, it flew over a cyber truck like 2 weeks ago. He has a video. And they just keep demonstrating it to people, it flying over to investors and raising money. He claims they raised a historic amount in the aircraft industry, more than Boeing, more than Airbus, more than Joby, Archer, named a bunch of companies, and then he said combined. And that was like just a little blown away. I'm like, okay, what is he talking about? There's no way. And he said they got $1 billion in pre-sales, and he's saying all this stuff, and his presentation is like, he presents, look at him, with like a spotlight and music. There's literally music in the background of this presentation. I'm gonna get to the comments. There's a lot of comments. This is interesting though. Look, he plays like, not like crazy music, like just like basic subtle like background music, like ta 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 ta, like, and then he's talking with the music a little bit. And at the end of the presentation, he talks about how his father died, and then the music like changes and dims down. And he's in front of like this is not the stage I saw, but this is pretty cool too. But he was like, it looked like an Apple but all black stage. Like it was just really cool looking. And everything he said actually sold me. I was very surprised.
What,
Very
this
surprised.
guy?
Also, he looks like Guilfoyle from Silicon Valley. If anyone knows Guilfoyle from Silicon Valley, let me know. I don't know if you know who him. Do you know
I thought he looked like Nick
You
Cage's
live in
cousin.
Silicon Valley. Have you ever watched the show Silicon Valley?
No.
Oh, you have to check it out. It's the best show ever. And yeah, and if you want to learn about like how startups operate, I mean, it's a comedy, but it is creme de la
I
creme. I
I
love it.
thought I thought this
So
was a trailer. I thought this was a trailer for the new Nicolas Cage movie.
he also looks like that. Looks like,
Con Air. Remember Con Air?
yeah.
Steve
He he
Buscemi,
he
Nicolas Cage.
so he looks like Nicolas Cage. He looks like Guilfoyle from Silicon Valley, but he definitely doesn't talk like Guilfoyle. He talks like a visionary, actually. He talks very eloquent, actually. He talks um
You got to sell that
he
garbage. Let's move on.
no, it's not garbage. It looks really cool. To an average person, it looks really cool. Look, my friend, I have to bring him on one day. My friend ordered one and he got his money back, he says, I think.
That's
But he,
good.
he pre-ordered one. And I don't know. I have to get him on one day to ask him like what freaking sold you? Why'd you pre-order one? I guess to just it he was going to the average consumer. This thing was blowing up on TikTok and people were pre-ordering it.
I'll tell you why he
So
bought
he got a
one.
bunch of money in pre-orders and he got a bunch of money from investors. He got his first investor was Tim Draper. If you know Tim Draper, he's a billionaire, invested early in Tesla, SpaceX, Bitcoin, Coinbase, everything that fucking blew up,
I'm gonna tell you why he
whatever.
bought one.
But
I'm gonna
but
tell real quick. I'm gonna tell you why he bought one. Because they're gonna go out of business, and the one that he gets is gonna be a collector's item. Continue.
okay. So here's what blew my mind. he he explains they're in the ultra lightweight category under 255 pounds, which I'm like, all right, yeah, makes no sense. How are you gonna whatever? Okay, no, what was the point? Here's what blew my mind. He talks about how like every aircraft needs wings, right, to fly. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Like flying cars don't make sense because cars are not meant to fly. They need wings. And if you put wings on cars, then it doesn't make sense for wings to be on the road, even if you fold them, because then if you fold them, it's just a lot of weight, and then it's just going to be hard for the vertical takeoff and even just conventional. So that made sense to me. And then like batteries and propulsion and all that, it just doesn't make sense with all the weight. So it needs to be
Hey,
ultra
bro,
lightweight. So
why
hold
are
on.
we talking about this company?
I know. Wait, let me get to it because it
Were
just
you
really
watching
interested me.
TikTok today?
Wait,
Were you watching TikTok today?
I'll speed run this. Okay. He talks a lot about the weight, which makes a lot of sense. So he talks about how there's no engine, as you see, there's no engine in the back. There's no trunk. There's no frunk. You don't have all this storage. You only have where the seat is in the middle. Now the seat is like imagine like a rolling circle gyroscope. So when you're driving normal, but when you're flying, it actually becomes wings. The top and the bottom here, if I can draw it out for you, it's supposed to fly sideways. Their revolutionary idea that they thought of was turn the car. Just if you turn the car sideways, the top and the bottom are like wings. Like those old aircraft that the Wright brothers made that have like, just those two wings kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same concept here. And I
Yeah.
thought that was really interesting and that's quite innovative. And the rest of the body is basically like air. It's like, it's very aerodynamic, like just a mesh, right? And so you have wings when you fly sideways, and then you have a car when you go normal. My big question to him also is, one, I don't think it's going to have enough power to even lift people. Two, I don't know if even if all this works, it's not a functional car. Probably it's probably a slow car because it's like, I don't know, it's probably like just doesn't have enough energy to operate. Like, I don't know, it must have a lot of energy to fly. So I really don't know how this will work, but it's already flying. It's never done its transition to actually go sideways like that. It's only done as you see these hover over cars. Very simple. I don't think it'll get anywhere. All right, we should probably get to hover before I lose people because that's what people want to know.
Yeah. We don't want.
Honestly,
Okay, we
people,
got to give
this
them
is part
something
of
they
this.
want.
No, but this is flying cars. This is really cool. People have been waiting for this for 50 years, and this is part of the industry. This is not eVTOLs, but this is related. All right,
No,
let's get
this
to
is
the
part. This
comments.
is part. This is part of the industry that's given the industry a bad name. That's what this is.
Honestly, I think this guy could be just a big snake oil salesman.
A hundred
I
percent.
think he is a big visionary and talks really well. But I think he could just be a big snake oil salesman.
That company's
But
the opposite of
nonetheless,
Hover.
I actually want to have him on a podcast, and if
Do
he
it.
becomes the next Trevor Milton, like Nicola, or the next Elizabeth Holmes, or whatever you're gonna call it, what's it called, who's that other guy, Sam Bankman Fried. That'd be pretty damn cool to have him on, like, as a past. Honestly, it's well, let's see what goes on with that one. I'm definitely gonna be following Aleph, but so I'm just gonna, you know what, let's stop sharing because maybe you guys want to see Anthony here. Let's get to the comments. We got a lot to go over here. All right. What was that comment that really sidetracked me? Oh, Smoke asking me if I was interested in a Duro, and I got to Aleph somehow. I'm sorry. I don't know how we're doing this.
You
Mac
must.
M
You must
says,
have watched TikTok today. I think that's what happened. Your attention got a little deficited.
I'm clearly not as exhausted as last time that we went till 3 a.m. So, bear with me here, guys. All right. Mac M says, how do you guys feel about hover warrants? Finally cracked the 40-cent ceiling from back in June. Either you or Anthony supplement your hover position with warrants. Honestly, I know nothing about warrants. I do not supplement with warrants. I honestly don't know how to even get warrants, and I don't understand it. When you say 40 cents, that sounds like a deal to me. Like the dot thing's at like 240 right now. So I don't know anything about it. Do you know anything about it, Anthony?
Yeah, I do not have any. I think it's a very good idea. I know it's at a certain year, time, a particular time in the future, it'll be issuable for like $11 or something like that. So you can buy it for 40 cents now, and it'll be $11 in like 2026 or 2028 or something like that.
What do you
That's the
mean? I could
extent.
buy hover at 40 cents right now, basically.
Well, I don't know a lot about warrants, but the little bit I do know is that it was like 12 cents, 20 cents, now it's 40 cents, like this individual said. And that way the
That
warrants
sounds
work
so
is
cheap. And I
you
have
can
to
sell them in the
basically,
future.
okay, so that's if you're a long-term investor, basically. Like I'm not trying,
Yeah, and it
I'm
has
trying
to
to
get
sell
up
them in the
there, yeah.
future.
But
How
I
do I
think in
do
the
this?
long term, the shares could be. It just depends. Like you could buy this for 40 cents and then sell it for $11 each, or you could buy Hover for $2.50 a share and sell it for $90 each. So it all kind of works out in the end. Depends on your strategy.
If any of you know warrants, please join the Discord right now and let us know, and we can chat with you about that. I would love to know more, and I would love to know how to buy them. Actually, I'm probably just a noob. I'm on Robinhood. Maybe I can't buy them on Robinhood, but let's move on. There's a lot here. So, Z Stacker says from yes, exactly. Rocket Lab is going after small and mid. SpaceX only does large. Okay. So I was right. Awesome. Thank you for confirming. Then he says Rocket Lab also makes a lot of parts and such for rockets as well. All right, which I guess does SpaceX not make parts? Or if they do, I guess they make only for themselves. But again, they're like 80-90% of the market share of the space. But
Now they catch them. They come back down
hey,
and
honestly,
they
there always
catch
needs to
them.
be some competition. But again, I don't like betting against Elon. Like I
That's how
rather
SpaceX
be
does
on
it.
his team than the second best player. Natalie says, "Thank you, Smoke. My average is $1.20. That's a great average, Natalie. Good job. Great. Keep stacking as it goes down. Did
Just
you
like
guys
Z
buy
Stack.
today? Let us know who bought today, actually." Z Stacker says, "Yeah, that's right. Stack up like Z Stacker." He says Timu Cage, regarding to Nicolas Cage before like Timu Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I guess you guys don't know Guilfoyle. I think he looks more like Guilfoyle, but yeah, I guess like Nicolas Cage as well.
Back to
Does
Hover.
Nicolas
That
Cage have a big beard like that? I don't know. Back to Hover. Okay. Natalie says they should be calling floating cars, not flying cars. Ha ha ha. Floating cars. That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
I'm
It
just gonna
kind of
say
does
this
just like
now.
hover. Honestly, it kind of just like, yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. Um, I'm gonna keep banging the drum for my execution thesis. Right? I'm banging the drum for the execution thesis. I didn't know there was going to be any news today. What did we get? $75,000. That's really cool. It shows they're not worried about it. They're playing big boy games. They're going to be billions of dollars market cap. They're running lean, obviously. Brandon Robinson goes to the big event. You think he's going to take the Cadillac Escalade SUV, or you think we're penny punching and he's going to take an Uber share? You know what I'm
Very
saying?
good point. I like that. That's a good point. In America, they don't actually go crazy about this. Maybe they do with Trump a little bit because people hate him, but in Israel, because it's a smaller country, and I'm from Israel, I know a bit about there. They get really mad at the president, or actually at Bibi Netanyahu, the prime minister, which a lot of people here probably know. People hate him in general for all sorts of reasons, but they get mad at like, him spending money on gifts and buying things that are expensive, but it's like you're not supposed to buy cheap things, as a president, like, you're having meetings with important people and stuff. You're not gonna get, let's say if he buys a bottle of wine and goes to someone important's house or something,
Two buck
you're
chuck.
gonna get a cheap wine or like a $500 or $1,000 like premium special, made wine, even if it's on the government dime. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Dude.
just normal. So yeah, we're probably being a little judgmental here with the 75K, and that's to a conference that's really
Hey, speak for
good.
yourself.
So
Speak for
we're perfectly
yourself. I
fine.
think it's a boss move.
Honestly, it's in the grand scheme, it's not a lot. They can afford it.
Exactly.
It's fine. It might bring them more money.
You spend
I want to
75,000
know.
on a dinner. You know what I'm
I want to
saying?
know what the other money is being spent on. I mean, I'm sure it's all in the 10K. I don't know. I haven't really looked too much, but I mean, like, where are they advancing with like, okay, how much money is being spent on the simulators, and like, that's like interesting. Like, is there a lot of advancement with that? Like, do they have the best of the best simulators, kind of? Um, all the different like technologies they use, like I don't know, what is their tech stack, I wonder, like what platforms are they using to, I don't know, do all sorts of things in the company.
Well,
Can't
I
even think right now,
realized I
but
realized something today, Matan, and I was going to tell you this at the outset, but we didn't know we were going to be talking about their boss move to do the platinum sponsor. But this was one of my epiphanies today. So I'm really banging the drum for my execution thesis, right? Because people don't get into a stock early because they think that it's not going to work out. They don't have enough proof yet. They got to see it to believe it. But I'm going full execution. We got a plan and we're tactical about executing. So this is what I realized today. Remember when Brandon said that failure is good? You learn from it, right? You live to fight another day. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Now, man is superstitious in his nature. Not 100% of people, but even subconsciously or consciously, people are superstitious to some degree. And I've heard people say, "Oh, Horizon's got guys from Lilium. Hopefully, it doesn't go the same way." Chuckle, 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 chuckle. But if you think about it, Lilium had some insufficient funding situations and so forth. But this is my point. We got engineers and stuff like that from Lilium, right? So those guys were just doing their thing. Maybe some people have different opinions. Maybe their technology was over ambitious. Maybe it wasn't. But we do know that they're currently working on the Cavorite X7, and that's an excellent design. And what I think is they definitely cross flowed because, secondhand observation is very valuable. Somebody can spend thousands of hours doing something and then they tell you about it for 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, you have received thousands of hours of information. They have given you the salient points, they've given you the fundamentals. They gave you the nuggets that they think is important to tell you in that 5 minutes from their thousands of hours of experience. So these guys, they weren't the financial guys there, but they definitely cross flowed what the non-successful actions were at Lilium, right? So I thought that was kind of interesting, adding a little fuel to my execution thesis, because these guys have seen failure and they have, so, you live to fight another day, you learn from it. So whatever they learned at Lilium, it would only pack the punch further to execute at Horizon, because
Good
lightning does
point.
not strike twice.
I love the fact that they have people from Lilium, even though Lilium failed. Just like you said, failure only leads. I mean, you learn from it and then you succeed. A lot of great companies, all the greatest people, entrepreneurs, they all had, it's not their first go around. They all had previous companies that maybe succeeded and exited or failed, whatever, whatnot. We're not even going to go into examples. There's a million, right? So great point. And I love the fact that they have people from Lilium because, first of all, they could have people from any company, right? They could say they have people, maybe ex Ehang or Joby people or whatever, right? But Lilium is special. Like, okay, the people at Lilium no longer have a job. Where are they going to go? They chose to partner and go with Horizon. That means a lot about Horizon because Lilium they made a splash. People liked that aircraft. That was a really crazy, beautiful, optimistic aircraft. I really liked it as well. And like we spoke about before, it won awards. It won prestigious awards. Something called the Red Dot Award or something. Anyways, yeah, great point there. I really like Lilium, and the fact that we have ex Lilium people on the team now is awesome. Let's get back to the comments here. Last one I think was Timu Cage. Oh no, floating cars. Z Stacker then says it got the government first approval for flying and driving. Oh, yeah, good point. Z Stacker knows about Aleph. It's got the government first approval for flying and driving. Yeah, Aleph is the first flying car, and that's right, they did get government approval. And they have things like that that just surprise me. They already flew. First time I saw the car, I'm like, oh, this is just a prototype. Then I'm like, what? They already flew the car. Then I learned they got $1 billion in pre-sales, and the government actually is like backed them up. Like they said they could fly. And there is a category for where they're at, which is called the ultra lightweight category. I think it's just really interesting. Like, I don't know. A lot of things I was thinking is like, I'll tell you another thing that I thought, I'm like, oh, this guy's a snake oil salesman. Like the way he talks about his numbers, I'm like, I don't know if they really got $1 billion in pre-sales. He could be bullshitting, honestly. Um, I want to see the proof of that, to be honest. Another thing, he said
Sounds like a
something like,
non-binding LOI.
he said this, their backstory is interesting. In October of 2015, four guys sat at a dinner table and they thought, how can we, revolutionize this transportation space, with flying cars and stuff. And he said it was the same day as the movie Back to the Future traveled to the future in the flying car, like how they traveled from like 1995 or something to 2015, right? They traveled to like October, I don't know what day it was, October something on 2015. He said the same day that that movie was like where they traveled to, that's the day that they basically sat down and came up with the business. And I was thinking, what a beautiful story. What a also bullshit made up story. And then he said they were thinking like the transportation industry, it's the biggest and like we got to take it over. It's going to be a $50 trillion industry. I don't know if I heard it right. Maybe he said 15. But when I heard 50, I thought, okay, I already know that's wrong. The world GDP is 100 trillion. It can't, transportation cannot be half of the world. So I'm like, all right, that's wrong. The story sounds wrong. Red flags, snake oil salesman. I don't know. I want to have him on and ask a million questions. Let's see what's up. Let's move on. I know. Hover. You want to talk about Hover? Why am I getting into Olive? Guys, are you enjoying these sidetracks, these side stories, or
I'm
should
just
I just
messing
stick
with
to
you.
Hover? We got 15 people watching. I mean, they're staying, they're tuning
We
in.
don't want to false
This is
advertise.
actually kind of a high. Actually, the highest I had was like 30 actually when I did Arrow IPO. That was really fun. People were really, I was really excited. Everyone was excited about that IPO. Now I'm so less excited. Robinhood is releasing IPOs every second, and it's just not exciting anymore. And also just like random whatever companies now, dude. Just released some education company today. I don't know if you saw that. You don't
Load
have
up on
Robinhood.
Hover. Load up on Hover.
All right, let's continue here. We have, oh, Smoke. Smoke says, Anthony, you are right. My average is 0%. I'm waiting to see if there's a little pullback. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You should have bought. Smoke says, Nats, that's pretty good. And my average is 1.63. Awesome. So we got 163, we got 120. I'm 94 cents. What is your average, Anthony?
$1.
Just a flat dollar.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So we're pretty close. Although Anthony has way more shares than me. So his dollar is worth more than my 94 cents. All right. Nat says nice about his 163, I guess. Mac M says they are basically long-term call options, 1150 strike, January 2029 expiry. I want to buy some Hover call options. I would love to buy some Hover call option. Hover W, I've heard of Hover W. How, wait, on Robinhood? On Robinhood? All right. What? Did you know about this Hover W? I've heard about this, but I've never, like, I've seen
Hover
this like,
warrants. Hover warrants.
Hover warrants. I get.
Yeah.
It's not on Robinhood though. I can't.
Yeah, some investment platforms don't have it. It's not on mine either. I would
Damn.
have bought some. I would have
I would
bought some if it
love
was
to
on my
buy
investment
that.
platform. I would have bought some.
Like Aduro recently released some options, and I bought some Aduro options, by the way, Smoke, and doing quite well on those. I'm up like 70% on those. Quite a little long term. They expired January, and my break even's already above where we're at. So I'm just gonna let them like roll till January and see where this baby goes. You know, Aduro's got a price target of like $50, and he says, was it him or someone told me Z-Stack? I forgot who it was now. Sorry to whoever it was. Someone told me he talked to a, this is a complete stretch here, but that Aduro, someone that he talked to a guy at
The
a
gym.
gym who works at Morgan Stanley and says internally Morgan Stanley has like a $66 price target for a Duro. Internally, it's like a secret, I guess. I didn't even know they do that. Did you know? That's interesting. So yeah, a $66 price target, and we're at $13 right now. That's insane.
I had 3 epiphanies about Hover today.
Oh, what's also insane is someone else has a $758 price target and we're at 13. But that's a whole nother story. But what
So
are your epiphanies about Hover?
I had
And
3 of
yeah,
them. It was only 2 epiphanies,
I
but
will
then
get
when
some
they
water real quick. Share your epiphanies. I'm listening and they are too. We got 16 people.
perfect. So I had 2 epiphanies about Hover, but then when they dropped out the 75,000 platinum sponsor, then I realized that's a boss move because obviously they got enough money to, do what they got to do, and it takes money to make money, and you got to big give back to the community. So that was Epiphany 1. Epiphany 2 was this Lilium thing correlates with my execution thesis because, you know, tactical mindset. You have a plan, but then you have to execute the plan. They're two separate things. So this Lilium thing with these guys having witnessed failure, they're that much stronger for it. Their shoulder is going to be more effective to the wheel, so that's good. Third epiphany I had was this: this next 12 months for Hover is going to be absolutely phenomenal, right? Because check this out. Not only did Brandon say next 3 to 6 months is going to be explosive, right? We're in October. We're starting October 2025 right now, right? So 3 months from now, I'm sorry, 6 months from now is that 3 to 6 month window of explosiveness. But then once we cross the threshold of the 6th month of explosiveness, you'll have some residual things going on because people will wonder, is there any more explosiveness? Was it 6 months on the nose? Was it
Atomic
7 months?
bombs, nukes,
Atomic bombs.
like your other company. It's gonna be a nuke after six
Yeah.
months.
But check this out. So not only is that a little bit after 6 months, still a little bit of a gray area because people are like, hey, maybe there's something else coming out. But then now we're getting into the runway of the large scale demonstrator coming out, right? So not only do we have our 3 to 6 months of explosiveness, then we're looking at 7, 8 months from now, right? Somebody throw $50 million down on the table. We just get it done a little sooner, right? So then we're pushing. 30 days goes by, 30 days goes by, 30 days goes by. Boom, we're pushing. And then all of a sudden, we're going to see this beautiful 6,500 pound beast Cab X7 just rolling, you know?
Crazy. 6,500 pounds. And the thing I just showed you is under 255 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, do you remember in the interview when I mentioned it to Brandon? I don't know if he knows about the ultra lightweight category much. I wonder what he thinks of Aleph and those cars. Those, I mean, I brought it up to him and I mentioned like the single man drones, like what E-Hangs are doing. But do you remember when I mentioned 255 pounds? I saw his face. He went like yikes, like oh my goodness, like that's a thing, like that's crazy that they're under that weight. And he said good luck to them, like kind of thing. Or actually, he said that about the heavy ones. Anyways,
I
sidetrack.
apologize. I apologize. I have lied to you. I had 4 epiphanies about Hover today.
Okay.
The fourth one was
Sure.
this. I sent a DM to the guy at Hover this morning because I realized, because you know how I always tell you that Hover is bear
Oh, wait, are we talking about that? I don't know if
no, no,
we're
no,
gonna
no,
bring that
totally
up.
different. I haven't even told you about this yet. I haven't even told you about this yet.
Wait, the
I,
guy from Hover,
no, 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 not that, not that. Like I said, I haven't told you about this yet. I
oh, okay.
apologize. I apologize.
Okay.
Because you know I always say Hover is bear report proof, right? But then
Yeah.
what did I say? What did I say? The one thing they could talk smack about them about is be like, it can't lift that weight. It can't lift that weight. That's impossible. So I sent them a DM today. I was like, hey, you guys should come out the video, pop some 150-pound plates in that half scale, show the people it goes up. Then they just multiply it times 10, be like, oh, okay, it lift 150-pound plates. Cool. Multiply it times 10. We lift in
I
1,500. Let's go.
I saw you. Do you sent a message? You sent me the screenshot of that. That's right. You did send
Yeah,
me.
but it wasn't the other
Yeah.
thing. It wasn't the other thing.
Oh, that you sent that to Horizon as the company you DM. That's right.
Directly to the company.
Oh,
Yeah.
should we bring up? Mm, I mean, there's nothing out of that, but should we bring up the emails with the Hover guy?
Nah,
The,
I don't know yet. We'll see.
no, there's nothing out of that. We're not going to talk to him. Um,
Next subject. So, but
no,
X,
no.
no, check this out.
I
There's
think
a,
it's interesting. I don't care. We're not like part of the company. We can say whatever we want. It's no big deal. I think it's quite interesting and just like I don't know, it's hover related. It's like it just shows that there's interest and people are watching. Like the
go
hover
for
people
it.
are watching. So a hover employee uh their investor relations employee. I don't know if he's an employee, I guess, or he's not an employee actually. He works at another company, I guess. He's just like does investor relations. His name is Matt Chesler. Reached out. I wonder if he'll be watching this. That'll be interesting. If yeah, hey Matt. Um and yeah, he just reached out
At your
saying
service, ready for duty.
that he likes what he likes watching and it excites him, and like even though he's part of the company kind of, I guess, and like yeah, that's pretty cool, I thought. And then he asked for Anthony's email, which we still don't know why. I gave him his email and he just hasn't emailed Anthony. And I don't know if you're watching this, Matt. We're just curious. What?
He
Why do you
ghosted
want to
me.
email Anthony?
He ghosted me. I never got the email. Been 24 hours.
Because he does not want to chat. I did respond back if he wants to chat, but he said, and
I'm a phone call
rightfully
guy, man.
so,
I don't even
we
like
should leave it
emails.
to.
Call me on the phone, bro.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm just curious, like what he reached out for.
You want to hear
Because
something
he just
cool?
wanted your email, and then I guess just to say that what we're doing is pretty cool or
I
whatever.
thought it was for a restraining order. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to be like, Anthony, we never want you to talk about this ever again.
No, no. I don't know what he wants. I'm really curious. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna leave all the talking to Brandon as the spokesperson.
Yeah.
So let's get to the chat here real quick. Back real quick again. So yeah, Hover W. Really got to look at that. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Daniel is actually, I know Daniel. Welcome back. Nice live, he says. Smoke. Smoke says, I have over 10,000 shares of Hover, which I'm very happy with. And right now I'm focused on other stocks at the moment. Awesome. Which ones, I
Every time
wonder?
it goes up a
I
penny, he's got $100.
Smoke, I wonder which ones, because you said that I got you very interested in a Duro, and I haven't spoken about a Duro in a while, actually. So that's interesting. I need to make an update on a Duro. They have a lot going on, and yeah, a lot is interesting there. And I actually have almost the same amount. I have a little more in Hover than a Duro, but close second. And then a close third would be 374 Water, which is at like 28 cents or 30 cents now. Um, so check that out if you're looking for other stocks at the moment. And what other stocks are you looking at? I'm curious because uh we here are also always well, I am always looking for other opportunities. I don't know. Anthony's really nailed in Hover. So
I
um
got some Omex. I like the deep sea mining. Omex has a beautiful
that's right.
chart.
I
Omex
forgot.
is cool.
Omex and Nuke you like, yeah.
Yeah.
And okay.
I got
Um
Nuke at $3.60. Now it's at 7. I'm not selling till 50.
we got Z Stacker saying, did Lilium have a full scale aircraft? I think so. Did they? I'm pretty sure they were worth a lot, billions, I think. No, I'm pretty sure they did, and they flew it. The thing was good, I think. It was just they spent too much money and went bankrupt. I think that's the reason. Wait, you said you looked into why they failed. Kind of forgot.
Yeah, it's right
What?
here. Via ChatGPT, Lilium's failed primarily due to a combination of over ambitious technology, insufficient funding, and management problems.
Okay. Management problems. That sucks. Good thing we know Hover is
This is
backed
the
by
complete
Brandon.
opposite of
So
Hover. This
yeah, that's
not over ambitious tech, funding's
yes.
legit, management top notch.
Epiphany, you're right. And so that's the complete opposite of Hover in all the red flags of what went wrong with Lilium. But they did have a good team. They built an amazing and beautiful aircraft that won awards for design. And the thing was awesome. It worked. It has amazing engineering. So they have that part,
Mhm.
the design, the engineering, the capabilities, but without the red flags of the bureaucracy, management, funds. I don't know. I guess I don't know about the funds here. We are a small company, but hey, Lilium people chose to go there, even though they're a smaller company and maybe could have gotten more money at like a Archer Joby, right? But they probably all these companies, I think they really know what's going on deep down. I don't know, not really. I don't know, but I mean, the way Brandon speaks, he knows like these other companies are not going to make it. I feel like you could just tell how he speaks. Um, all right. Z Stacker says, I liked, he says, like all functional, wait, did Lilium have a full scale aircraft like actually functional? Yes, I like the side quests, he says, by the way. Awesome. Cool. Thanks. We'll continue the side quests. Uh oh, someone wanted to join the live today and no one joined on Discord, but we're probably too late. Frank is probably he's not on. Frank wanted to join and actually chat with us, he said,
Oh,
but
nice.
looks like he's not on. Maybe next time. Um,
We're gonna have a
should I
special
show?
guest. We're gonna have a special guest next Saturday.
Should I pop open Lilium's flight? Maybe in a minute. You guys tell me in the chat if you want me to pop open Lilium's flight and say like yes, pop open Lilium's flight because I see already a comment there that just says yeah, and I don't know what that's gonna refer to. All right, next comment. Natalie says, yes, I'm here for all of it. Love hearing the knowledge you and Anthony share. Awesome. Oh, this is regarding the side quest. Awesome. They love the side quest. Cool. We'll continue doing that. I have a lot of interesting stories I feel like I could share. And I'd love to. I guess it just needs to come to me with what we're talking about. Um, I watch just a lot of YouTube and stuff. I spend a lot of time. I was telling Anthony before the stream, my life is not typical. I do not work 40-hour work weeks. I work like freaking 10-hour work weeks. Um, I really spend a lot of time just like contemplating, watching YouTube and just learning and just I don't know. Like this is I don't consider this our I don't consider any of YouTube stuff my work. But yeah, I don't know how much hours I really work, but I just like to learn and get into a lot of interesting things. Like today, I was learning and watching the CEO of that Aleph company, and that's how we got into that side quest. So, all right, let's continue.
Worst case scenario, like if anybody's thinking it's too expensive to get into Hover right now, you have to like play both sides of the chessboard. You know, like you got to take both viewpoints. You're playing white, you're playing black, you're playing white, you're playing black. That's how you improve, right? Because how is Hover going to get to a billion market cap, 2 billion market cap? How's the share price going to get to $50? It's because a lot of people are going to buy over $2. People are gonna be buying at 3, 4, 5. News is coming out. They're going up. It's like so the tunnel vision, the damn, I should have got more at 50 cents. Damn, I should have got more at $1.75. Don't even worry about it. Get in as soon as possible. You could literally buy at the high of day tomorrow and you're still
That's
gonna
true.
work out. You know what I mean? Don't look at the little picture. This is my investment advice to all of you people. Live your life as frugally as you possibly can. Have a beautiful life. Don't have any bill problems. Just let your stuff ride. Just get in there and don't worry about it. Don't be like, damn, I got to pay my rent. No, make good financial decisions. Work hard in your life. Have enough money in your savings account, and your checking account to pay your bills and everything. Just get in, let it ride. You know, don't be like,
You know
damn,
what? I
damn, I need this to be.
1000%, I 1000% agree with that.
Yeah.
I wonder, just for the audience, to play devil's advocate, what do you respond to the people who would say like, but what if it goes down? I could buy at a cheaper price and make more money. I'd be losing money. Or what if it just goes down? Like I don't know, a lot back to $1.50. People would be worried. They might even sell.
I would say look at other charts. You know, look at Ondus. That thing went from 70 cents to $8. That thing's still up there. Like these things go. Like
You know
don't
what? That's a good point. I mean,
don't
look at other
second
charts
guess it.
and
Don't
why are
second
you in
guess
it in
it.
the first place, actually? Like you're in it for
A reason.
abnormal gains, right?
Yeah.
For
Okay, okay,
astronomical
okay.
gains. If you
I
want
just had an
regular gains,
epiphany.
you would invest in like a big Mag 7 or S&P.
I just had an epiphany. You're gonna love this, Matam. You're gonna love this. I was buying an airplane ticket 2 months ago. And it was the perfect flight. It was nonstop. It was like 200 something bucks. But I was like, I'm not sure if I'm leaving on that day, but I'm probably will. And then I finalized all my plans. And then I went to buy the exact same airplane ticket 3 hours later and it went up $100. Right? What did I do? I bought the airplane ticket because I needed it. And I said to myself, I'm paying $100 extra for this airplane ticket because that little bit of time for me to make my mind up, I guess it was worth it to me. And if people didn't load up the 40, 50,000 shares of Hover at $1.50, you know what? F it. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You paid to watch. It's okay. Because you could have been right. You could have been like, I'm not going to go all in. And Hover could be on the OTC right now. You know what I mean? So that's like the perspective, I think. The correct perspective is is it's not going to go to billions of market cap because of you and me. It's going to go to billions of market cap because of hedge funds and big people getting in, that they have so much money that these are the guys that are like, I have so much money. I do need to operate with, I'm living in the show me state. You got to show me. Like, these are the guys that don't buy above under $5. These are the guys that are like, I need to see the manufacturing facility before I put my $900 million into Hovr. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
like we just got to look at
You made
IBM.
me you made me think of a side quest now. I wasn't gonna say it, but they like the side quest.
But look at IBM. It was $1, went up to 500. The miracles happen. So don't look at it like shit. I'm getting into Hovr at $2. That sucks. You can buy it high of day. Cause look at it. The thing IPO'd at 300 million market cap roughly, and it was $10. It went down to, like that target of getting back to $10 and filling that gap back up to the market cap. It's like they have so much going for them, and it's like so obvious they're gonna make it.
Yeah, it's
It's
so
like,
obvious it's gonna happen. You're right.
you know what
Why
I'm
am I
saying?
not
It's like,
buying
why
more?
wait? It's like asking a chick out or something. It's like, oh, maybe not. And then she ends up with another dude, and then there you are waiting for him to break her heart, and then you're getting
Good
sloppy seconds.
analogy. Good analogy. Like businesses, stocks, you need to look at them as the businesses you want to own. Just
Yeah,
like the chick you want to own, the chick you want to date.
yeah.
What freaking are you gonna wait and sit down or go and chase or go, to the business and put your money invest? Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Go
Shit.
hard.
Uh
I'm telling you, the tunnel vision of time manipulates your mind. It's like when Hover's going to be $5, people are like, "Damn, I should have got more at $2.50." It's like people are acclimated to it being that 50 cents. I'm sorry it was 50 cents. The reason it was 50 cents is because the company was misunderstood and they were getting all their stuff in the basket to make the forward
that's
progression.
a I love how you said I'm sorry it was 50 cents. That made me think like what if you just frame it in another way of like what if hover never went down to 50 cents? What if it just went down and hovered around $2 for since it crashed from $10 and just been hovering around $2 for like ever until now, basically. And then and now's the breakaway, right?
Yeah.
Everyone would have felt really chilling and buying where it is right now.
Look at
We would
EVTL.
not have that FOMO. So yeah,
Yeah,
if you just
The
frame it
London
like
company.
that, just keep buying where it's at right now. Like
Yeah.
we're probably
Look at
not
the
going
one
under two.
the European one, VTOL, or no, EVTL, the European one. That one like never like off the top of my head, it never went under $3 or something. You know what I mean? Like that one's
Yeah.
like always
Let me
been
get
up
to the
there.
comments here because they're getting a little stacked up and we got like 16, 17 people, which is pretty cool. So let's chat with them. Also, we got to figure out a system, a way for you to look at the chat while also on here. Maybe you need to get another device or something. Because I am actually looking at this on my phone.
Got my
Which
HQ. Let's go.
HP.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. See, you're the technologically savvy one, you see? You're the tech, I'm just security.
Okay. All right. Where were we? 10K. Lilium. Natalie says she loves hearing the side quests and stuff. Awesome. Mac M. Oh, I did have one, but you know what? I'm not getting into it. Mac M says, no problem. Not on Robinhood. Damn it. On Schwab, Fidelity have them. Really? I just transferred out all my money from Schwab to Robinhood because they had some transfer promo. And I don't even like Schwab. I don't even like these other platforms. Robinhood is really great. And so is their stock. Have you seen Robinhood stock?
Yes.
Man, I
Hood.
my average is
Hood,
90
baby.
bucks. My average is like 90 bucks. That thing's like 140 now. I bought in at like 30, 40 and I sold at like 60, 70. I'm so salty. And then they broke out to 90 and I FOMO bought in more. And
Mhm.
man, Robinhood stock's crazy. And I'm still buying actually. I have a $9 buy of Robinhood every day still as it goes up. I'm actually a big believer in Robinhood. and the founder and their vision. They're going after some awesome stuff. By the way, it's just a quick sidetrack. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna quickly just name for you guys the companies that I really like that I'm in that I'm not talking about on my channel because they're also just too big, and you can check out other YouTubers probably. Robinhood, Airbnb, I actually want to talk about because I think there's some things I could talk about that regular channels are just, I don't know, have a unique edge to it that I don't think channels are going to talk about. Airbnb, I really like. Target stock. All these, though, get some pretty decent coverage, actually. Target stock and possibly Zillow. I'm not the big, Zillow's a little down there. I wonder what you guys think of those. And then my other big one that I own a lot of would be Tesla. And um, yeah, Tesla's the only real big one that's, oh, and Palantir. I still have quite a good amount in Palantir. That's kind of like my favorites. As well as the ones you guys already know, of course, Hover, Aduro, and SCWO.
Which
I
question are
actually
you
have,
on?
and then I have a lot of small ones too. Like I actually have some in XTIA. I have some Joby, Archer, like a pretty decent amount actually. Like Archer, like 4,000 or so. Joby, I have like 7, 8,000. Um, XTIA, like 2,000. I don't know. Oh, and Surf Air Mobility. Actually, I like Surf Air Mobility a little
They
bit.
teamed
I
up
don't know how
with
much.
Palantir or something, right?
Yeah, yeah, I don't care about that stuff too much. People really like that. I just like they're like, in the gold rush, they're not going after the gold, they're going after like the other stuff, right? The picks and axes or whatever. Like um they're doing logistics. They're going to be like the platform where you're going to order your EV2OL, right? Like if Hover is building the plane, you're not going to be on like hover.com or, on a Hover app, uh, you know, ordering, in a ride. So that's what they're kind of going after, which is cool. And they're doing other stuff too. Just quick to mention, they're actually doing, they're already revenue. They're not pre-revenue. So I actually like them. Um, All right, Steve Lynn says government has shut down. Expect a nice dip. The government has shut down? What is he talking about?
He's talking about the government taking a little sabbatical. Fear into the people. He's talking about the fear into the people. They're the very see. That's the other thing. Okay, large organizations. This is how it works. This is the natural law of business. If you're not a successful business, you have two options. You can correct yourself, or you can spend more money and add people to hide what you've been doing, right? The biggest organization on the planet is the government, right? So many terminals, so many people, so many bureaus, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
The you know what I mean? So that all just slows everything down, red tape. But Horizon Aircraft is the complete opposite, right? Horizon Aircraft is in the correct configuration for a small organization, right? Everybody in very good communication with each person, everybody on the same track, and then you can actually get stuff done.
Remind me before we end that I have something I want to share, and I just kind of remembered. But we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there once you know what? Once we get to like 20 people. If I had 20 people, let's see if we can hit like 20 people. We're close, but let's see if we can have some people stay on, and let's see if we get that. Um Sorry, let's continue the chat here and we will keep talking about Hover. But thank you for pitching in your um you know, pitching in everything you got to share, as people like hearing your knowledge that you're sharing, as Natalie said. Thank you. And if you have any more epiphanies, let me know. Stop me. Let's see. Mac M says about the government shutdown after. Yeah, we're dumping for sure. Government shutdowns, good dips to buy, though historically. I didn't know about this government shutdown. Is everything going to be crashing then tomorrow? Damn. All right. Z Stacker says, yeah. Natalie says, what is up with XTAA? Anyone know anything about them? You know, that's a good question, Natalie. And I have some shares, and I actually bought some more today and yesterday. And I've been buying actually XTAA quite a lot at this dip right now. Not a lot. Like just trying to average down. I don't know if you've looked at XTA. It went down quite a lot. We're at sitting at like 150, and we hit a high of like 250 actually. It's a
Hmm.
lot like Hovr too. So to anyone who likes Hovr and is feels that FOMO of not buying at 150, I mean XTA is at 150 right now. So
I'd rather buy
check
Hover at
that out.
250.
Yeah, I definitely but still rather buy Hovr at 250, right? But XTA is still like interesting. They could also just blow up from like day traders. Like one time it blew up to like $7, $8 and I sold all out of it and I started buying in again now. So that was really cool. So it could just do something like that. Even Hover, honestly, Hover could just have a huge spike one day and from some traders. It could just be blown up from some big influencer on Twitter or something. Like sometimes these things happen with these small companies, but I don't think they'll do that to Hover. Um,
Today was
it'll
great.
slowly grow. I think XTA has the possibility to get that done. Also, what I do know about XTA that I like about Hover that's way better is XTA dilutes the hell out of their investors. They will keep doing stock splits and just dilute, dilute, dilute. Whereas Hover is not trying to mess us over, to say the least. Not saying they're not diluting, but they have our Brandon Robinson has our interests in mind.
Yep.
Um, Smoke says, I'm in NVIDIA, Joby Archer, Aurora Innovation, and Am Amprius Technologies, and I will take a look at 374 Water. Awesome. Sounds like pretty good companies. Aurora Innovation, isn't that the cannabis company? Um, I don't know Aurora. If I think that's the cannabis company. If it is, I'm not sure, but not bullish on that one. The whole sector in general, but maybe I'm wrong. And then I never heard of, do you know Amprius Technologies?
Yeah, I looked at that ticker the other day. Looks interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about them, what they do?
I do not recall. I just remember I looked at that ticker and it looked interesting.
Okay. Z Stacker. I have Archer Abkelera. I never heard of that one. Um, and then Rocket Lab, Hover, and Oscar Health. I don't understand the hype about Oscar Health. I know it went up a lot. I really don't know much about Oscar Health. What are they innovating in? I guess are they like maybe the most advanced using like AI and stuff? I know there's a lot of like AI health tech telehealth stuff. But then he says, oh, and BMNR. Really? Oh my God, this guy is in a lot of speculative stocks I see. We have Archer, we have Rocket Lab, Hover, Oscar, BMNR. I don't know Corella, but probably also very speculative. Um I don't know. I don't know. I don't know too much about those, to be honest. I have to take a look. Natalie says, I'm in Archer. Awesome. A lot of people here are basically in a lot of eVTOLs and Archer. I see a lot of Archer. I'm really surprised. People really like Archer, huh? I've spoken a lot negative about Archer on my channel for anyone who's been listening, but I am not a big fan of Archer, even though you heard me recently say I own like 4,000 bucks of it. But I am way okay and understanding if that goes to zero.
Any of you
Um,
Archer guys, I'm just curious, because the consensus we came to was that, it seems great. The only like the only thing that would be the questionable variable is the how they're going to make money with the taxi stuff with the 10 million and the if a ride's going to be 500 bucks or 100 bucks or whatever. But I was telling him just yesterday, I was thinking about farming and public transportation and government subsidized programs, because a city could be like, we'll give you $500 million a year just to be in our city, and then that would supplement the whole thing to make the rides compatible for people's wallets. I don't know. Do you guys think that's crazy? Because obviously you guys, because I'm not an archer. I bought archer once. I swung traded like for 3 days one time. I don't know about him and his archer, but you guys are obviously an archer. Have you ever? Do you think that's crazy? Government subsidized archer for their air taxi, or do you think that's a possibility? Just curious, because you guys obviously know way more about archer than I do.
Let's see if they answer. I don't know. Natalie though says she's an archer. AITX trash stock, she says. Um, DIS, is that Disney? I'm guessing. Grab, Hood, Hover, Joby, Nvidia, Open Table, Palantir. I'm laughing because I already saw the next comment and I was thinking the same the moment I saw Grab and Hood. Um, Nvidia, Open, Palantir, RGTI, SCWO. Let's go. I wonder if you're an SCWO, did you discover that before me or because of me? I really wonder. Let me know, Natalie. That's cool. I love that stock. Tesla, awesome, hell yeah, and XTAA, cool. I don't think I only made I think one video on XTAA, so um, I really don't know too much about it though. Check out that one. I usually kind of forget some of the things I go over. I do a lot of research before my videos, so if you see my XTAA video, I probably know more about it from that video than right now. Z Stacker then says, Nat, you watch Amit? No? Question mark. Oh, and she says, I do, Z. That's funny. Did the grab give it away? LOL. Yes, the grab gave it away more than the hood. The grab gave it away. That's so funny. Is everyone in grab because of Amit?
It's
Do you even know grab? I don't like grab. I don't know why people like it so much.
probably got an all right future.
I'm guessing you don't know it.
I know of it. I know of it. It's the food
Okay.
delivery thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. I thought you didn't know.
People are
But
always
your
hungry.
answer was just so funny. You're like, it's probably
People are
gonna have
always
a good
hungry, man.
future.
Anything that has to do with food, you're good. You got customers guaranteed at least 4 times a day: morning, afternoon, night, and when they got the munchies.
That's true. That's true. But I don't know. What is their moat? Like competition can come. I really don't know anything about the space there in Asia, and yeah, just I'm trying to invest in good companies in America, in the Americas, right? Canada. And
Yeah,
I don't know, even not like even in Israel or whatever, or even European companies, I don't mind investing in. But I don't know, good companies that are like innovating. Like I don't like food delivery. It doesn't really excite me. Like I mentioned, actually, Target doesn't excite me. I don't have too much of that. But what does excite me is Target is super low compared to where it could be. Airbnb, I really like Airbnb because they're innovative, they're new, they're revolutionizing how you know travel basically. It's not even like hotels anymore. They're like just overall travel. So they have a big possible like industry TAM, right? Just like the flying car guy said, $50 trillion TAM for transportation. They're like, let's make a flying car. Little does he realize, first of all, it's not 50 trillion. I mean, the TAM is actually like 7.9 trillion. I
what's
checked on
TAM
Google.
stand for again?
Oh, sorry, total addressable market. Basically, the entire
Hmm.
market of transportation is like a 8 trillion dollar market.
Hmm.
Um, and it's gonna be 15 in like few multiple years or something. So maybe he said 15 and not 50. But
Oh wow.
even then, you're not taking over the $15 trillion market. There's so many different modes of transportation. Flying cars can only be so small, right? And when they say transportation, oh, hey,
Hmm.
Kaiku, doggy's here. um, when they say something like that, I think that's part of why I said snake oil. Like, why is he talking about TAM like 50 trillion? Flying car is not gonna. There's no TAM right now for flying car. If people understand, even EVTOLs, there's literally no TAM. No one's flying EVTOLs. But Morgan Stanley predicts a $1 trillion market because people know when if there will be flying cars, right? If there will be EVTOLs, people will fly them. But they predict X amount of dollars in them. 50 trillion is crazy. Where were we sidetracking with all this? Oh,
We're gonna have some drones
oh
though.
no,
Them drones
the
gonna make money.
the sidetrack was the TAMs of innovation of why I like certain things. So like delivery, food delivery, probably a big TAM actually. But what is Grab innovating? Why are they different and better? I don't know. Uber is doing it. DoorDash is doing it. Grubhub. There's so many other companies. Can they not go to another country? I don't know. Um, so Airbnb has big TAM travel. They're innovating. They're actually they're the best. They have a brand. Then there's Zillow. Zillow has a brand. They're actually not innovating, so I'm not the biggest fan, but they have a bit of a moat in the real estate industry. And then so there's all these different industries that I just like to get into who's the best player of the industry. I forgot who else did I mention? What other companies, right? So I don't know.
Isn't Grab another country?
Tesla, right? Isn't Grab another country? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't a
In
US thing.
another, that's right. No, it's not. No, it's not in the US. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in Asia,
exactly.
like the Philippines and like all these Asian countries. So
Yeah.
not a big fan. Anyways, all right, big sidetrack there. Let's go back to the chat here. Did Grab give it away? Z Stacker said it did. Haha. And Oscar Health. CEO is gold. Ooh, so I'm gonna look at Oscar Health because I like companies based on their CEOs. Like that's my favorite measure. Also, that they're actually, like I just spoke about right now, that they're actually innovating in a big TAM of an industry and that they're actually like probably the best player in it.
Hey,
Um,
didn't Smoke
so
That
Oscar
Ace
Health is interesting. I have to take a look.
Smoke
Smoke that,
That Ace?
yeah.
He said earlier, he said something about Aurora, the trucking company, right?
Oh, you got that HQ going now, huh?
I got the HQ, baby.
Let's go. I didn't know you had the chat. I thought I have to read it to you. Well, I'll still probably read it, but yeah, there
Anything
we
I
go.
can do to save you time?
I was just getting there.
Speaking of Aurora though, that lady Nicole that's on X and YouTube, she covers Hover. She's got she's so funny, you know. I talked
The
to her
potty
earlier
mouth
today.
lady.
Yeah,
I
she's got the potty mouth and she loves her some
love when
baby
you say
Hover.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to her today. Me, you, and Death Smiles and her on Saturday. We're gonna do one 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. She'll be our special guest.
You know what? If we're announcing news, I'll announce some other news because now we're down to 9 people. It looks like we're not going up, we're going down because
It
it's
is
getting
getting
late
late.
here and people are probably going to bed. So before people tune out, let me share real quick what I wanted to share, and then I'll continue in the chat here. I have an idea. It's a small idea. And I don't know if I'm even like I don't know. I definitely could do this. They can't say no. If they say no, I'll respect it. But I have an idea for some hover merch that I would love to wear. Um and obviously they don't have the merch. First of all, they don't have a merch store. Um but even if they did, just wearing Horizon aircraft as a or their logo or something, it's not something I would probably wear on the day to day out and about. But what I do like to wear out and about is like a plain shirt with just the simple logo, like I'm wearing right now. You see? Oh, let me actually unshare screen. Oh, it looks like I lost you there for a second, Anthony. Damn. Where are you? Okay. Did you hear what I was saying though?
Yes.
All right. So you see the shirt I'm wearing right now? I wear this all the time. I have 10 of these shirts. The same shirt. I have 10. I bought 10 of these because I just wear them all the time. I like them.
They're
Uh
nice shirts.
it's a plain shirt. It's actually antibacterial material, so if you sweat, it doesn't stay any smell on it. It's you barely have to wash it, although I do, but they say you barely have to wash it. It's just very good material, whatever. Um and it just has a simple logo on it of a French bulldog. It's called Frenchico, the company,
Hmm.
and it's I like their stuff. They have jeans, they have some other stuff, but they keep it very simple. Like they have just this one shirt in other colors, and that's it. And whatever, I just like it because it's simple. And when I went in their store one time, it was very Apple-esque. And I know we're super sidetracking here, but whatever. My point is, I really like a plain shirt with just a simple one logo thing. And I was thinking, I would love, what if what if Hover does it, but they probably won't, right? And they're not focused on merch. They don't even have a merch store. Um, all right. I want to show this to you, but you just walked away, Anthony.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Um, so let me read the comments and then I'll share this real quick. All right, let's get back to you guys. Smoke says about Aurora, innovation is a self-driving freight truck. That is pretty cool, actually. Gonna have to look into that. I think it will be good for the future of trucking. That's interesting. But Tesla's actually already doing that with they have a semi truck and it will be self-driving. So I'm not too sure. Again, I don't like to bet against Elon, so I'm not too sure how Aurora is going to be better. Natalie says, because of you, bought 100 shares this week. Oh, awesome. I'm assuming you're meaning 374 water. Yes. Awesome, Natalie. Z Stacker says, Oscar also has ties to Trump administration. Okay. Okay. Well, I wonder what the CEO is about. I'll check him out actually. I'll definitely check him out. I hope there's talks online about him. Oh, you're back. All right, I didn't see. I
Yo,
got the small screen on there. So, all right, my idea. I want to make merch for Hover. I would love to make some merch. And not that I want to make money off it. I just really want to get it for myself. But I feel
yeah.
like maybe I just wonder in the chat if you guys would like this merch. I wonder if people would wear it. And then maybe I could just like sell some. And not for a big profit. Just like I could use like a platform and really get like no margin. Um, so the idea is this simple t-shirts that have their aircraft as the logo, like this little icon you see right here. See that I'm hovering on this icon?
Yeah.
That as the logo on the shirt. Basically this, you see like their black aircraft. The
That's
like
dope.
it's like just the icon of it. Like there's no image of the fans or nothing. Like just that as a cute little, instead of my dog here, you just got the Cabaret X7.
Yeah.
Very cool shirt. I'll call it like the Cabaret Co or something, or
Put hover
I don't
on
know,
the
hover.
sleeve, real tiny on the sleeve. Put hover really tiny on the sleeve.
Oh, maybe HOVR and really tiny. That's cool. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I have to look into how that is. That's very specific, but it's not that hard to make some merch.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Smiles made that Bombardier meets Horizon hat because I think he took the
Oh yeah,
Bombardier logo and the Horizon and he put him on the hat.
yeah. I I uh, I would love some hover merch. But they don't have a page, and I would also feel like really weird copying their logo and going after their name and stuff. So I feel like
Yeah.
just that little icon isn't a big deal. Like it's not even the name, Horizon Aircraft or anything. Maybe if we have
Yeah.
hover, that's a little much, but maybe we could still just have hover. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought that's a cool idea. What do you guys think in the comments? Would you buy something like that? I don't know. I really, it's just my taste. So I don't know. You like to wear merch like the Giants, I see a lot. All right, let's continue here. Is it getting late? We should probably tune out soon, but we have people
Sure.
watching. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting late for you.
Yeah, I'm
Getting
cool.
late
I'm
for me.
cool to wrap up anytime. We're
All
gonna do
right.
that thing on Saturday. That'll be awesome. Be me, you,
Yeah.
Death Smiles, and Nicole.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'll be the next one. I don't think there's gonna be any in between. Actually, I have a Jewish holiday, Yom Kippur is coming up
Are you gonna
tomorrow.
drop that one video we made with you gotta edit that one, right?
Yes, I do. Oh, so actually there will be some content up until Saturday. There's still a big video with me, Anthony, and Death Smiles. Still have to upload that. Um, all right. Z Stacker says, "Oh, we read that." Natalie says, "Thank you for the XTAA info. Awesome. Yes." And Natalie then says, "I set my alarm for Emit every day. Wow,
Wow.
really? Wow, very cool to know. Wow, Emit is on a lot, 24/7. This guy's crazy." Crazy people are setting their alarms and ready to go. I would definitely need to schedule mine out more so people can have a schedule and set their alarms, I guess. Very cool.
First, you got to figure out how to do the program.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how people do this. I'm still new, guys. I'm still learning.
Reach out to the Hustle Brothers or reach out to any of these guys. Ask them how they do it.
I know they use I forgot StreamYard, I think it's called, but I want to use Zoom. I want to be able to figure it out and do it on Zoom. I'm already paying for Zoom. I don't want to pay for StreamYard. And
Yeah. Call them.
yeah, maybe I'll
Call
have
Zoom
to.
customer service.
If they have that, you know what, maybe I will. But maybe I have to use StreamYard because something else I like. Well, there is some trade-offs. I really like the transcript here that you can see on the live, the transcript.
Yeah.
But I don't like that I can't show the comments. We can't see the comments on the Zoom, and I can't show them popped open. Like a lot of time on the Hustle Brothers, when they talk about a comment, they show it on screen. So that's pretty cool. I like when they show it.
Yeah.
Uh, Z Stacker says, "Me too, Nat. I watch Hus open and close every day. Hus, HUS, not Amit. Hustle Brothers, they're not on every day, open and close. I guess he means Amit, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't do technically Tuesdays though, haha. Or Tech Bros. I'm not too sure what he means there. But he has a schedule on Tuesdays he doesn't watch. That's funny. I need to really get on schedule so people know. Because these are very spontaneous. Maybe we'll have more people that way. But honestly, late at night, I mean, people are, I don't know, we have 12 people up now. It's pretty cool. This is going well. We should definitely get wrapped up soon. Let's just
Yeah.
get the rest of this.
Live to fight another day.
Natalie says, Amit is not big eVTOL guy. So Matan, you're my guy for eVTOLs. You too, Anthony. Cool, cool. Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, I don't know why he's not big on eVTOLs. I think he's spoken about Archer before. Yeah, he's had Brett Adcock on his podcast. He's interviewed him before. I don't remember if he's interviewed Adam Goldstein, but he's talked to Brett. But he's talked to Brett about Figure and not, I don't know, maybe here and there barely about Archer. So yeah, you're right. Natalie then says, Sammy's Z. That's so awesome, so funny. I'm a little confused. Oh, same Z's. Same, same Z's. The Z stacker. Sammy Z's. That's awesome. Okay. And then Z Stacker says, yeah, I watch Matan and Hustle Bros for my eVTOL fix. Yes, that's right. We are kind of the two eVTOL channels. Is there any other ones really? I know there's like
Nicole, she likes to drop some hot baby hover content, but it's
uh,
usually short
uh
though. Like I think
yeah, but
her
it's
longest hover was like 7 minutes.
but it's not so it's like she's all over the place. Like even Banking with Billy,
No.
right?
She's dropped a handful of only hover videos, but they're like 7 minutes, like 6 minutes, but she only talks about them.
Oh, okay.
She has them on her
True.
channel. Yeah,
Okay.
but you're right. Her main thing is collages. She'll do
Yeah.
own this and different stuff like that.
Just a bunch, yeah. Like Banging
Yeah,
with Billy, he's just all over the place. I can't call one stock that I know him for. Like he's just all over.
yeah,
But he does talk about hover here and there. So yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Hustle Brothers and I are the ones who are consistent on them. All right.
Brandon can't do it all himself. He needs our help.
We got one final comment here. Z Stacker says one of the founders is Joshua Kushner. The CEO came out of retirement in 2021 to become the CEO of Oscar. Interesting. I like that less now because I like when the CEO is also the original founder, like Airbnb and Meta, even still, and Tesla and Hover. 374 Water, I believe, is not original founder. And Aduro, I think, is, but still doesn't mean he's not a great CEO. So I will check him out. And his ties to Joshua Kushner could be interesting. So I will check out Oscar, and maybe I'll even, if I really like it and start buying it, I will definitely do a video on it on my channel,
Did you
but
know
I don't
that?
know too much about it. So watch his interviews, dude. I definitely will. I watch CEO interviews all the time. I did not really pay too much attention to him. I don't watch Amit too much. He's on so much. I don't know how you guys watch him all the time. I actually like watching YouTube all the time, but um,
Did you
I
know,
yeah.
Matan? Did you know X? If you go on X, there's a feature. No one ever does it because nobody likes to talk on the phone. Everybody's like, we've become an antisocial society due to the electronics, and we used to communicate because we had to. Now we don't have to communicate, so people stopped. Some people go an entire day without talking to another human being. But anyway, I found out something today when I was reaching out to Nicole. It was cool. If you follow somebody on X and then they follow you back, you guys can DM each other. But there's a little phone icon in the top right hand corner, and you can call these people. So if you could get somebody to follow you, like somebody you always wanted to talk to, you could potentially send him a phone call. You could talk to him. You could talk to Brad Pitt if you wanted to.
I wish they had that on LinkedIn, although I wouldn't do that and just call people. But I did recently get, and maybe a lot of people could probably, if you're listening, you could probably just do the same. I just, I was on a Royal Caribbean cruise and I got mad over something and I wanted to DM the CEO of Royal Caribbean. And I was a little drunk that night and I wanted to DM him something that I was really mad over
Yeah.
of their service and stuff. And I added him on LinkedIn. And to my surprise, the next day I saw he added me back. The very next day, maybe he adds everyone back probably, but I can DM the CEO of Royal Caribbean, which is pretty cool. I did not complain. Um, but now that I have him, it's pretty cool. What if I ask him? I can bring him on one time and have a chat with him. I don't know. Have a podcast with him. That'd be cool.
That'd be
Although I'm
awesome.
invested in Royal Caribbean, so it'd be a little irrelevant to the entire channel as well. But that was a super random sidetrack. It's just pretty cool that I could DM him and it's just like, yeah, like whoever you could DM who,
Call him.
honestly.
Call him up.
No, it's not that hard to reach people. You just have to have a good reason to reach them. Like even Elon Musk. I mean, it's hard to reach Elon, but if you have a good reason, let me know. It has to be a truly good reason because I can get you to Elon. I know that sounds crazy. You know what? I that's one thing I
Get me
forgot to
to
mention.
Elon.
That's
Get
one
me
thing I
to
can
Elon. I
that
have a good reason to
listen.
tell him about Hovr.
That's one thing I forgot to mention in Brandon that I'm sure he can get to Elon himself also. If you just understand the degrees of separation, you're several degrees of separation from anyone in the world. You're several degrees, then you can understand you can get to anyone. And then when I understood this, I was always looking for what's my connection to Elon. I didn't know until one day it hit me when I met someone who I know that he knows someone that knows who he knows is Jason Calacanis. The person I met would know, but the person he knows is Jason Calacanis. If you know who Jason Calacanis is, he's big in Silicon Valley, has a podcast This Week in Startups, and the All In podcast, also huge business podcast. Buddy buddies with David Sachs, buddy buddies with Elon Musk. He could definitely get to Elon. So I could get to Jason Calacanis if I really need to or want to. That's my
You
tie.
should
And
tell him about
but
Hovr.
I have no reason to. No, what I mean is you have to have like you can't just like tell you have to have a meeting and plan like, oh, they're gonna talk about this. Elon, you should go. And then Elon will probably be like, not important. I don't care about flying cars, you know? So it has to be a truly good reason. But my point is you can get to anyone. And so like if I really want to get to any CEO to have a chat with, you really can. Probably I can get to Adam Goldstein if I really want to, but I really don't. I'm not that interested in Archer. Maybe Jobin actually at Joby. I never even thought of that till now. That's a thought. Should we bring Jobin on the pod?
Tiffany.
What do you guys think?
Do it.
Um, I mean, I got to figure out how, but also that it's a little bit of social engineering to do this stuff. Like the right things to say, the right people to get to. There's always a way to get to someone, whether through their wife, their children, whoever it is. I mean, if you really want to hustle, you can get there. But I'm not gonna go crazy over that. I'm honestly just gonna reach out to the people I'm genuinely interested in. Like that Aleph flying car guy. If he responds, and he responds, and I'm, if he
All right,
doesn't,
let's
I'm
switch
not,
this up real
whatever.
quick.
But
Let's
yeah,
switch it
we
up.
should switch it
All right,
up and
Z
we should
Stacker. Z
close
Stacker
and
says, watch the interview. The dude will do. Z
yes.
Stacker says he's got a killer work history. I bet. Tebow says you need to listen to Vaz from Martin Lucas Investors. He talks about eVTOLs. Thank you for bringing that up. I
Oh
forgot to mention him.
yes,
He
he
does talk
does.
about them too. He did
I
the
forgot.
Gabriella thing.
I
I
forgot.
would
And he has
like
a
him to
big
cover them more. And I thought this about 3 weeks ago. I remember thinking to myself, the Vaz guy on Martin Lucas Investors, he's going to start covering Horizon more as time goes on. 100%. Like
true.
he likes it. He I remember he said after the Gabriella thing, he was like, Brandon was very transparent. He didn't try to fluff it up or anything. He said I think that was the best presentation out of all of them. He said that about Horizon Aircraft, Brandon Robinson. So thank you for reminding us about Vaz. He's very good too. I like Maz. And then yeah, he doesn't do too much. Tebow, super positive, nice guy. True, true, very true. Boom, we're caught up. Here we go.
Yeah,
Let's get to
yeah.
bed. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. We're gonna see what Baby Hover's gonna do. We're gonna see what Baby Hover's gonna do. Hit the
Awesome. Thank you
RSA,
for speed
RSI,
running
bounce
that.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could just
I can
keep
be the
going
guy that
for
reads the thing. We'll just blast through it, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Stay
You could be
thinking,
the guy that
question
reads
everything.
it.
Peace out.
You don't do it. I call the
Nah,
shots when it
chess. We're
ends.
playing both
Are we
sides of the
ending,
chessboard.
guys? No, we're
White,
ending. We're
black,
ending.
white,
Anthony wants to go.
black.
It's late. I want to go. Yeah. He says, Tebow, one last thing. Say bye, guys. Are we ending? You guys want any last questions or say bye bye to us? Tebow, yes, Vass and Martin are invested in Horizon 2. Oh, they are. So they better start covering that thing. Hell yeah. All right. Well, think we're gonna call it. Do you want to do it with me then? Could we do it in
I
sync?
had to practice one
No,
time.
no,
I'm
no.
ready.
And
I'm loose.
you're
I'm
ready
loose.
in
Yeah.
sync. All
Yeah.
right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't know how long this has been. How long has we been? This has been a while.
Hour, 2 hours, 2 hours.
2 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. And we had planned for 1 hour actually, guys. So you got that bonus today. You're welcome. And thank you guys. So back to back. You're welcome and thank you. Good night. And as always, until next time, stay thinking,
Stay thinking.
question everything.
Question everything.
You gotta do it with your hands.
No,
Stay
you do it. It's corny if I do it. You do it great. Let me just say something. The guy at Horizon Hair, the guy at
We're not going,
Horizon.
guys.
No, no, no. Real quick, I'm just gonna say this. Then you do that. The guys at Horizon Aircraft that they watch all this. Like, there's somebody there that it's their job to watch all this stuff. So just tell Brandon he's doing a fantastic job. Let us know if you need anything. We're here for you. This is a symbiotic relationship. We're all in this together. So keep up the good work. Over to you, Matan. Let's go.
Last comment here is Isager says good night, guys. And Natalie says, thank you guys so much. Make those shirts, Matan, with the heart. Night, night, guys. She wants the shirts. I would love to make the shirts. Let's see after this goes live, if people are watching, in the comments, throw down below if you think the shirts are a good idea, and I will look into making them. Awesome. All right. As always, stay thinking, question everything, and peace out.
Let's go, Brandon.